Because we think too much of ourselves, it's taken so long. Now don't try to put brakes on it, let it go. Lot of upheavals will happen. But as I asked you in the beginning, upheavals have always been happening in human societies by rape, loot, murder, burning, pillage. Yes or no? Have you forgotten or what? It's not in your data center. This has been our history all along, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now it's a new kind of upheaval. If you know how to keep your mind in equilibrium, this upheaval is hugely beneficial for you. Because all the nonsensical stuff machine will do. Emotion is a beautiful thing, but it is not always the most intelligent thing. Hello? Yeah. Emotion is a good thing to sit here and experience, not a good tool to find solutions for life. That danger is there, clearly there, as far as I'm concerned. But should we slow down the technology? No, we must speed up the human beings. That's what is needed. First thing is to destructure the educational process. Are you willing that if you have a child, you understand it's a 20-year project? If you are willing for that, you must go. It's a beautiful process. Somebody did that, that's why we are here. Hello? See, right now a bunch of people are going to come with clubs or swords or guns and whatever and shoot up all of us or behead all of us and burn this house and do everything. People handled it, right? Hello? Yeah. Generations of people handled it or no? They handled it. If you can't handle this, you're unfit to be a human being. Nobody's threatening to slaughter you, they're just changing few things. What to do all the time is a confusion because there's no definition to a human being. What is a good human being? No, some silly definitions they have, they themselves don't fit into it, but they make these definitions. Huh? Yes or no? Silly definitions are there, but human beings can't be defined. That is the beauty. We can't be defined means we are free to make ourselves whichever way we want for the given moment. Somebody is aware of what he should eat and what he should not eat. Oh, he is food consciousness, he's got. That is not the way I'm talking about consciousness. There are various aspects of intelligence within you. It'll take a few minutes, is it okay?
Please. Yeah, of course.
You want your intellect sharp or blunt? I'm giving you one more chance, those of you who are silent. Sharp or blunt? Sharp. So, you want it to be as sharp as possible because it's a cutting instrument. What is the identity you create which holds this knife? This knife will wield according to your identity. See, right now, it's a sensitive example to take, but I'm always walking the edge of trouble. One important thing is, the whole economy can get sucked up to just top-heavy thing, to the first 1%, may suck up the whole economy. But then you will have to create universal income or something else where people don't have to work and they have to do things which are useful to themselves and to life around them, which will happen. If this data says something, this will either Indianize it, Americanize it, masculinate or femininize it, something it will do here depending on the identity. If this identity was limitless identity, a global or a cosmic identity, then the data would come here in a different format. We're using all kinds of words in daily language in America today, and it's becoming global also. Those words may mean something specific in a dictionary, but people are using it in 1,000 different ways because their vocabulary is slowly coming down to 2 or 3 words.
On that wonderful note, let's open it up to some questions.
This is a possibility, this is a tremendous possibility. We are at a threshold. Will we cross into an absolutely fantastic possibility, or will we try to make disasters out of that? It's left to us, especially technology people. Will you make this into a great possibility or make a disaster out of it is in your hands. You know, recently I came to know that one of the very popular video games, I don't know if it's going here also, in India it's going around, that you are traveling here and there and you have to find a lonely woman and rape her. Otherwise, these are the byproducts we produce, or this may become the main product. That's the biggest problem, okay? This may become the main product of what we produce. So this is why all the technology people should be initiated into powerful forms of meditation which takes you beyond your physiological and psychological identities. It must happen, otherwise we will use our capabilities in a way that it'll destroy us. Please.
Yeah, no, thank you. That was, I think, a great segue to a conversation. I'm sure you've given us a lot to think about, but I assume we have mics. And, if you have a question, just please raise your hand.
So I'm a grandfather of 3 grandkids, only 2, 5, and 6. If this vision of AI, what would you recommend we do with our grandkids? What kind of education should we give it to them so they also grow up in this new era and be successful?
See, the life process happens like this. This is happening to various aspects of our life because we are only interested in the consequence, not in the process, because we don't enjoy the process, only the consequence. It's out of this somebody created heaven and hell, consequence. You're ruled by consequence. If you do this, this and this, you will get to a good place. If you do that, that and that, you will get to a bad place. Consequence has been ruling humanity. This should stop. Process should rule humanity. What kind of process am I right now? When I sit here, how do I breathe? How do I experience my life? How is every cell in my body functioning right now? This is the process which creates a certain consequence. But we are interested in the consequence, so we are using all kinds of things. Somebody thinks by having a drink it'll be all fixed, by popping a pill it'll be all fixed. This will get to the extreme. This is just my opinion, but I see this very clearly. I feel if nobody has any work in the world, everything is run by the machine. If you create a good machine like that, all right, everybody put together, if you make something that there's really no need for you to work for a living. This is something that very surprised me when I first came to United States. Wherever I go, people ask, what do you do for a living? So I reached the school only when it was absolutely necessary because it never made any sense to me. This is something that's anyway going to happen in the next 10 years. Schools will collapse because their purpose is served and done. One thing you instill in your children is, you don't have to be better than anybody, you just have to be at your best. I'm just saying how to increase that percentage. Those who do fantastic things because they're not burdened by earning a living, if you increase that to 40 to 50%, we'll have a super fantastic world in a matter of 25 years' time.
How do you get it to 50%, 75%?
75 is, at least in the next 100 years, it's an unrealistic percentage. 40 to 50% if we get, we are a phenomenal world. Phenomenal. Today we can sit here and speak to the entire humanity. Like they were showing the numbers on the screen, I was just looking at that. 2024, our reach, video reach is 5.6 billion B. That is only on our platforms. There are many other platforms who are propagating our material. Unique views are 1.72 billion, that is nearly a quarter of adult population is watching. Never before in the history of humanity that many people ever looked for spiritual process, all right? Consciously, no sword held to your throat, you must listen otherwise we'll cut your throat. Because religion has been propagated with sword, isn't it? Forcefully. But otherwise, without any force, out of their own interest. Children, 10, 12-year-olds are all watching spiritual talks today. Never before. So I'm saying the possibility is there. But between the possibility and reality, always there is a distance. Do we have the courage and the commitment to walk that distance? That's a question. That is a question we must settle in this generation, that we create that courage and commitment in people. What is their well-being? They're willing to walk towards that. It may take some effort.
This question got accepted.
If this one thing goes, all your questions would be answered, that is, I have to think. You don't have to think, you can think. If that much option comes within you, the question you're asking would be answered by yourself.
Ask it anyway, please.
That's a way, isn't it? Suppose one of us don't follow, then things will happen. Can I tell you a real story that happened here in the valley? What's your name? Can I?
I think we could take one last question. There was one in the first row here, maybe we bring it here. And I know there were many other questions, but we could do those offline because the hosts and organizers started on time. I want to at least end close to time.
In terms of existence, how do we contextualize our existence when it's all some random sequence of cosmic events that started the whole thing?
I was just looking back, why these guys died? Most of them on motorcycles. Some of them drank too much, they did something else and they died. But before they're 35, they passed. Is it some random act? No, that's the way they're living. This is why the fundamental thing about the civilization where you come from is, we said your life is your karma. The word karma means action. Your life is your making. The way you are right now is your making. So many situations might have influenced you, but still it's your making. Have you seen? In the same given situation, somebody is doing wonderfully well, another person is suffering like hell in the same given situation? Yes or no, every day? Happening or no? What happened to you? Happening or no? Yes. It's happening, because this is your karma. Right now, how your life is shaping up, what is happening, what is the nature of your experience sitting here is entirely your making. But you should not forget that in this cosmos, your solar system that you're concerned about, because they're telling you asteroids are coming, they've been coming for a long time. This solar system is a tiny speck. In that speck, planet Earth is a micro speck. In that micro speck, Silicon Valley is a super micro speck. In that, you're a big man. This is a serious problem. No context to our lives. Hello? No context, such a tiny speck is given an opportunity to sit here and all of us can gossip whatever we want, we can eat what we want, we can crash our car if we wish. Isn't it fantastic? Though we are a tiny speck that tomorrow you, me, planet Earth and solar system itself evaporated, nobody notices in the rest of the cosmos. It's that tiny speck, isn't it? Hello? But somebody boosted your image and told you, God has a purpose for you. Hey, how do you know God knows that you exist? Do you know how many ants are there? Kamal, do you know how many ants are there in your garden? Many. Forget about the microbes. So this is all rubbish that's been sold for a long time. Why I'm so excited about AI is, it'll destroy all this rubbish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sadhguru. It was great having this conversation. Thank you all for being here.